Hello everyone, and welcome to more Fallout 2. Before we get started, I just want to say how much I appreciate you guys for the super positive reception to the first part. I did not realize how many of you liked series like this, and also wanted to deal with me for more than, 40 seconds at a time. So, first and foremost, thank you. Seriously, I mean it. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Last time, we got our pal Sulik here. He's our first companion, and he's gonna make life so much easier. The game is going to be a lot more tolerable for this Klamath section, so thank God we have him. And we also need to pick up some quests around here. So we did hear about some things that are going on, but we need to talk to people. So let's see. We've got a person enjoying a drink right here. Nice to see with someone new in town. It's very positive of you. Everyone else is usually just racist to me, so that's nice. Let's see, you. Townsperson, Klamath is the place to be. Remember what I said about people all having the same few models, so I can't tell who's important? Oh, here's our important people, these two people in the corner. Let's speak to the sturdy older woman with a tired smile. Hello there, my name's Arden Buckner, and this is my place. Say, you didn't see a trapper named Smiley outside of town, did you? Half to herself, he's been gone for too long. Never should have let him go off on that fool quest of his. Smiley? No, I haven't seen a trapper by that name. Tell me about him. Well, Smiley and me were getting downright serious with each other. I thought I had finally gotten him to agree to settle down here and help me run the place, but he said he needed to go off on one last quest. A quest? Well, he called it a quest. He told me he thought he knew where all the golden geckos come from, and he wanted to find out for sure. He thought that maybe it was some kind of magical spring, or maybe a hidden cave or vault of some sort. Well, I don't rightly know what all he said, but he seemed real excited about going. But I shouldn't have let him go. He's 2 weeks later getting back than he said he'd be, and I'm worried. Ah, gotcha, okay. Maybe he just ran out on you. I think I know why he would, too. Goodbye. So rude. Alright, I'd like to help. I could look for him for you. Thank you. Let me mark on your map where he talked about looking. I sure hope you can find him. He isn't much, but I still love him and I miss him more than I thought I could. Please find him for me. I'll do what I can. Let me ask you some other questions, though. So let's see. About your missing Brahmin? I guess I know about the missing Brahmin. Let's see. Let's start with, I was wondering if you're the person to talk about for local news and events. You should talk to my daughter, Maida, about that. I don't really keep track of what's going on lately. Too much just keeping an eye on my own business. Oh, I guess, yeah. We did kind of do that for her. About your missing Brahmin. Yes. Have you found something out? Oh, well, never mind. I guess not. But we've got a fella around here. I kind of lost track of him. Where'd he... Oh, there he is. He just appeared. That's Tor. We're going to speak to him in just a moment because he's going to be our first real big boy quest. But before we do that, let's talk to the male Buckner, an older man with a scraggly beard and a big red nose. Howdy, stranger. My name's Whiskey Bob. What's yours? I lied. He's Whiskey Bob. Nice to meet you, Whiskey Bob. Always nice to find another drinking buddy. Want to buy me a drink? Talking always makes me thirsty. I mean, I guess I should be nice and courteous. Can't be that expensive. How much does it cost? $5? Not bad. Thanks for the drink, partner. Now that my whistle's wet, I feel that I can share a little problem I have. Hey, maybe you could help me out. Let's see. I'm too busy. It won't take too long. Anything unusual? Let's see. How can I help you out? Well, you see, I have a little side business that I need some help attending to. I have a moonshine still outside of town that needs to be fueled up every so often. Since a gecko done bit my leg, I can't hobble out to it before it runs out of fuel. I'll tell you where it is. Would you refuel it for me? It's worth $50 to me. Doesn't sound too bad. Tell me more. All you have to do is find a little shack just south of town. Go inside and dump some firewood into the still, then come back here and I'll give you your money. But it needs to be done within the next day or my batch of hooch will go bad. Oh, I guess we're doing this now. Word. That sounds pretty easy. Let's do it. You'll do it? Great. Remember, you gotta do it soon or my hooch will go bad. Thanks a heap. See you back here soon. See you in a day. Do you give us the firewood or do we need to... I think we need to scrounge it up ourselves. That's fine. So, his still, if I'm not mistaken, is actually down south outside of this tile. So, let's go ahead and do this. Because if we start the tour thing, that actually is gonna pass time. Guys, you just called me a tribal. Rude. Let's steal from here real quick, actually. Guns and bullets, we need that. The Nuka-Cola helps too, but yeah, reading that Guns and Bullets book is going to get us a little bit of skill points that we need very desperately. Okay, so here's that still right down there. Only problem is we need some firewood, wherever that may be. Maybe it's down here. But there are a ton of geckos. This is the, like, hunting area. The titular gecko area where all the pelts come from. And yeah, they seem a little interested in us. Let's give Sulik some time to come help out. If we don't have Sulik right now, we're going to struggle a lot. Full transparency. But I think we'll be all right with our pal. Yeah, there he goes. So Sulik has got a sledgehammer and a very, very solid melee skill. So he's like excellent to have right now, especially while our melee is like, it ain't great. He's also very healthy, and if enemies choose to aggro to him, then things are going to go great. So yeah, there we go. We killed a gecko with like pretty much no issues at all. Unfortunately, we can't skin the gecko because we don't know how to. That's something we're going to learn how to do later. Until then, let's go ahead and take out this one other. I'm going to try to minimize the gecko killing because technically they are an excellent source of money. And I'd like to not waste a lot of potential money. Go ahead, Sulik. It's all you. Oh, never mind. Come on, Sulik. You got this, bud. Nope, he missed. Okay. It's fine. I'll just roundhouse kick a gecko in the face. Nice. 16 hit points, man. My melee skill doesn't feel that bad. Not complaining. Alright, so let's go ahead and nope, one more gecko. No, that's good. That's fine. I don't mind. Man, our sequence is good. This gecko is like 2 turns behind us. Sulik's other quality is he seems to be very, very good at knocking enemies back when he hits them with his sledgehammer. Like, he just knocked that dude over straight towards me. And I guess the gecko gets mad about that, because it seems like everyone wants to hit Sulik today. I'm not complaining. I'm a little too squishy to deal with that. Nice. Cool. A little bit of XP. I think we're close to leveling up, right? Ish. I wouldn't say close, but let's see. Where's the door to this established? There it is. Sometimes when the door is like on the same side as the blind spot, it's a little annoying. All right, let's get some firewood off the floor. And whenever you're going to interact with something, you always want to use the pocket symbol on that drop down. We'll go ahead and toss the wood in. There we go. It still's working better. It sounds as though the hooch is distilling nicely now. You gain 100 experience for refueling the still. And we get 10 karma. Not bad. Let's go ahead and loot the place, though. Everything in here isn't worth a ton, because it's just like alcohol, beer, whatever. And for some reason, it's all very cheap in all the Fallout games. But hey, money's money. We're poor. We need to take care of ourselves and a Sulik now. So we want to make sure everything is fine. Like I said, that's why we're going to come back and deal with the geckos in full when we can afford to kill them, I guess. Now come ahead, gecko. It's all good. Come say hi. Roundhouse kick. Come on. Nope. Okay. What's my chance to hit? Like 40%? That's not great. Nice. Good job, Sulik. Why did you punch him? You have a sledgehammer. Maybe it's an action point thing? Okay, surely this is the turn. Everything will be fine, right? Awesome. Cool. Alright, back into Klamath we go, hopefully. Please don't let a gecko see me. Great. Alright, head back to Whiskey Bob, and let's see if he has anything to say for us. Well, thanks for refueling my still for me. Here's your 50 bucks, too. Got any questions that I can answer for you? Tell me what's going on in town, man. Let's see. We know about the Brahmin mutilations. We've read a decent amount. All sorts of things going on hereabouts lately. We've got Brahmin mutilators, walking spirits, gigantical rats, missing people. Some even say the den's involved. Tell me about the walking spirits. I'm a little concerned about that. There's a canyon just to the west of town that had a bright light in it a few months back. Ever since, every now and then, there's been a horrible squealing sound that comes from the canyon. Brahmin that wander in don't come back. Everyone's afraid to get too near. I see what they think is a spirit. We'll deal with that shortly. Surely a sign of spirit infestation. If only you had a competent shaman. Tell me about something else. Let's ask about the gigantical rats. Well, out back of Trapper Town, just to the west of downtown, there's a back section that's overrun by rats. The further back you go, the bigger they get. Some say that there's one huge great rat spirit that's leading them all. Some of the trappers won't even stay there anymore. They say it's too dangerous. Trappers ousted by rats. Tell me about some of the other things. A den? What kind of den? Not a den, the den. You will not find a greater hive of scum and villainy. Now, where did I hear that? Shut up. In any case, it's sort of a rough place a few days' travel south of here. Anything can be had there for a price, even slaves, but you have to be very careful there. Lots of short tempers attached to dangerous weapons. I don't think they have much to do with us, though. We're too poor here. I think I'd be safe enough there. I know how to handle myself, flexes. Tell me about the missing people. Lately, we've had a couple of people go missing. A trader named Vic, who specialized in pre-war stuff, and one of our best trappers. Oh, tell me about Vic. Well, Vic was quite a fella. He didn't like to work too much, so he would specialize in expensive pre-war things and then go sell them at the den, or even hawk them to stupid tribals as religious artifacts. Heh. Oops, no offense. Anyhow, I haven't seen him for a while. Last I heard, he went south to sell some stuff, maybe to the den. There we go! Lead! Awesome. Excellent. And I get all of that just for putting some wood in a still? Not bad. What about the trapper? The real person to tell you about the missing trapper will be Mrs. Buckner. She and Smiley were pretty close. He went north to look for that cave of the golden geckos and hasn't been seen since. That was a while back, too. I gotcha. Do you know anything about the Garden of Eden creation kit? A Garden of Eden creation kit? Well, I think I saw one of those listed on a page of an old catalog I was looking through when I was sitting down out back. But I don't know much more about it than that. Really? I'd like to see that catalog. Embarrassed. I kinda used that page to take care of some business, if you know what I mean. Ah. Business? Oh, that kind of business. I prefer old newspaper myself. Oh well, tell me something else then. Alright, that's all good. We got pretty much everything we can out of Whiskey Bob. Actually, let's get some money from him if possible. Never mind, he has like nothing to offer me. Didn't I pick up a beer? Oh, I picked up whiskey, duh. Let's try to do some trading with maybe the people at the Golden Gecko would be good for some trading. Because we picked up all that whiskey and I want to clear out my inventory a tiny bit. Here is a short, swarthy man smiling at you. Hello there, stranger. Welcome to the Golden Gecko Tavern, Hotel, and Trading Post. I'm Sajak. I run the place. What can I get for you? I like to barter. Let's see, what have you got? Pipe rifle, stimpak. What does a leather jacket cost? 500 bucks? Let's find out if that's bad or not. Flares, fruit. Yeah, we're still a tad poor. Are these flasks worth anything? No. Excellent. Take my Nuka coal? No, just give me money, man. I think I'm a little out of it. Let's type 120 and hit offer. There we go. Man, I got so spoiled by the automatic stuff, man. Like, not having to type in the barter stuff on my own just made life so much easier, and now I feel like a peasant having to play the game normally. I'm, like, genuinely kind of sad now. Is there anything in this building I can steal? There was another thing in Fallout 1 and 2 that was really helpful, was you could just click through a door, and it would automatically open the door for you. I kind of miss that as well. It doesn't seem like anyone minds us taking stuff, by the way, so I'm just gonna loot everything they have. Not like it's really worth anything, but, you know, stuff is stuff, man. What about in here? Oh, this place is occupied. One of Klamath's citizens. Any more like you at home? I don't know how to take that. Let's save before we try this footlocker, just in case. Flour and some healing powder. I'll take the healing powder, assuming you don't mind. He doesn't mind. Nice. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to Tor. Let's not put it off for too long. Actually, I lied. Let's talk to this guy, the greeter, a sickly man dressed in very dirty robes. Hello there, I haven't seen you in Klamath before. I'm Aldo, the town greeter. It's my job to greet anyone new in town and answer any questions they might have about our bucolic little burg. Welcome to Klamath. Who might you be? I'm Grok. I can call him a filthy drunkard. I like that. No, let's say my name's Grok of Arroyo. I'm the Chosen One. The Chosen One. Oh, mighty Grok, you must be very important and powerful among your people. Surely one of your great stature would be happy to follow our custom of tipping the town greeter. Here's a tip for you. Stay away from booze for a while. I wouldn't want to go against custom. Let's see. I guess let's give him $5 just to be the worst. I wouldn't want to go against custom. You know, I'm visiting this town for the first time. I don't know any better. I'm the Chosen One. I gotta be glorious. Here's $5. Thanks for the money, friend. I'm gonna use it to get some medicine for my dry throat. Consider yourself greeted to the town of Klamath. Do you have more questions about our fair metropolis? Let's see. I can ask about the Vic thing. We already figured out Vic, though, so we're all good. Curious about a thing or two. Let's see. Ask away, oh benefactor of mine. Trading. What do folks do here in Klamath? That's a good question. Here in Klamath, some people farm, some raise Brahmin, but trapping geckos is what most of the people do. What's a gecko? I don't know why I'm asking that. I should know what a gecko is, but sure. A gecko is a large lizard that's hunted by the trappers around these parts for its meat and hide. But sure is a lot of work to catch those dang critters, and dangerous too. My advice to a friend, avoid it. It's far too much work. Thanks, Aldo. That's all good. I'm certain that your generosity to someone as needful as myself will bring you good luck. I hope to see you again soon. Imagine if that actually matters. I don't know if it does or doesn't. I just like to imagine that that's going to give me a secret ending. The Aldo ending, when he comes and saves me from the grasp of Frank Horrigan. Right here is one of Klamath's citizens. I think we can actually talk to him and get a job. Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of a different cow guy. Oh, you know, I'm thinking of someone in Broken Hills. Anyway, now, for real, let's talk to Tor and start our first big quest of the game-ish. You see a very large man covered in dust with a small smile and a blank look on his face. Meet Tor. Okay, so classic Fallout takes a very literal interpretation of low intelligence, so just be ready for a couple characters built like this in the game, okay? Let's just making sure we're on the same page. We can be like this as well, so that's neat. It's not, you know, out of the question. Anyway, nice to meet you, Tor. Anything interesting happening around here lately? Bugmen take moo-moos at night. Tor scared. Hep Tor? Sure, Tor. I can help you guard the Brahmin. You Hep Tor. Moo-moo's field points east of here. Now, yes? Smiles? Yeah, let's do it right now. This is like a kind of one and done thing. If you say no, then it kind of fucks stuff up and you can't really complete the quest properly. So if you talk to Tor, you want to do the quest now or else that's it. As you can see, we got a rad scorpion there. We got a few down there as well. And there's also two shady characters over here. One of two very similar looking men. They could be twins. Both are heavily muscled and have beetling brows? Beetling brows, sure. What's up, pals? Get the hell out of here. Some of us got work to do. Forget it, goodbye. Okay, they seem very shady. I wonder if there's something up with that. Alright, Tor, get over here. I need you to help me with the scorpions. Oh, Tor, I'm sorry, not Tor, Sulik. My other muscly friend. Alright, Tor, I keep saying Tor, why do I keep saying Tor? It's Sulik. I can't forget his name. This guy's gonna be accompanying me for the next, like, 20 or so hours. He's too important. He's vital. Okay, here we go. We got a bunch of scorpions. Remember the Temple of Trials? It's like that, but now there's sunlight, so I guess that's better. They're also not terribly aggressive. Oh, we just got a level! We'll spend that in just a minute. This is a big level for us. It's a very important level. There we go. Okay, one more scorpion. Let's give him a little kick in the face. Excellent. All right, I'm gonna run away now. You got it, Sulik. I got his name right this time. That means we're best friends. Okay. Two more. These guys are like, they run away into the tree line and they just get really hard to see. There's one down here where my mouse is, if you can even see him. Everything in this game is very brown and dusty and dirty, so it can get pretty tough to identify, like, anything if it isn't, like, super obvious. There we go. Start combat. Give him a little kick. And run away for Sulik to take the brunt of everything. Nice. Alright, you killed all of the rad scorpions that were threatening the Brahmin. And those brothers over there are gone. Curious. Makes you think. I could loot all of these scorpions for a $5 tail, but it's really not worth it. Let's, oh, you know what? Before we go, there's a thing in here. We head into this shack right here. There's one special item, because we can't get back to this tile if we leave this area. Right here are some rad scorpion limbs. What's up with those, I wonder? And some jerky, too. Maybe we can figure something out from that later. But until then, let's run back and talk to Tor and let him know that he's all safe. All his moo-moos are good. What's up, Tor? Bug's dead. Moo-moo's safe. Tor, thank you. You're welcome, Tor. He doesn't have much to say to us. And he can't really pay us either. It's kind of just like a moral win. But hey, XP is the moral win. 250 XP and 50 karma. Now, there were those two brother guys, the similar looking pals that we saw out there. Now, if we open this door into this shack right here, hey, you guys look similar and familiar. What's up with you? Hello there, you here to barter for some of our world-famous Dutton's dry meat? Actually, maybe I should save before I speak to this guy. We can say, I found a pile of bug parts in the cabin over at the grazing area. Do you know what they are? Bug parts? We don't know nothing about no bug parts. What are you talking about? Well, I found a pile of bug parts that had straps and buckles, so they looked as though they could be worn as a costume. I found them lying on the floor. You're crazy. Yeah, those are just left over from some rad scorpions we killed. Yeah, that's it. That's the ticket. We used their venom as one of the secret ingredients in our dry meat recipe. Sure, I'll believe that as soon as the sun rises in the west. You better keep your mouth shut if you know what's good for you. Right. Okay. I can disengage. Sheesh, calm down. What if we say no, and I'll tell you what you have these for. You dress up as Bugman and scare poor old Tor out of his Brahmin. Don't you? Don't you? It all makes sense now. You're just a couple of no-good ruffians. The Dunn brothers' eyes get really wide, and the two men begin to fidget uncomfortably. Yeah? What's it to you, Tribal? Everyone needs a little extra cash now and then. What's it to you anyway? What are you gonna do about it, huh? Well, what can I mean, I only have one option, so I'll tell you what. If you stop stealing Brahmin and bothering Tor, then I won't turn you in. All I need is your word, since if it happens again, then there won't be any of you left to steal another Brahmin. Got it? Alright, Tribal. You win this time. We'll stop. Just leave us alone. Excellent. More XP. I can't recall if that's in the base game properly. I know in, like, the base game, there is... those claws here are in that shack, but you can't actually do anything with them. I think that might be the restoration patch adding content that was supposed to be in the game. Don't quote me on it, though. I'm wondering if we can tell, Arden? This lady. I'm wondering if we can tell her about the whole missing Brahmin thing. All right, about your missing Brahmin. Oh, I can double-cross them. Should I double-cross them? I got them to promise to be silent and not do it again. But what if I tell her, I think the Dutton brothers are rustling your Brahmin? I just thought you should know, ma'am. What? Are you sure about this? What proof do you have? Well, I have some hollowed-out rad scorpion claws in a shack near your brother's grazing area. I confronted the Duttons about it, and they admitted to using them to scare your boy Tor. I thought they were up to their usual tricks. My poor little Tor. What bullies those boys are. Well, that explains what's been spooking Tor, but I'd like to get more proof that the Duttons are the ones stealing our cattle. I'm afraid word of mouth just isn't good enough. Oh, shit. Alright, we need more evidence. I'm not even sure what kind of evidence I could get other than stealing from the Duttons. I mean, there was jerky in the shack, but... well, I don't know. Like I said, I'm pretty certain that's cut content. I meant to open the Pit Boy, but I guess we're doing our level up now. So this is a really important level, because it's our first perk level. Yippee! And like our Fallout 1 playthrough, like we talked about, a lot of the perks are crap, especially early on. And pretty much the only two you should be taking now, if any of these, is either awareness or quick pockets. Quick pockets makes it so that you can open your inventory for less action point cost, which is great if you're uncertain and unprepared or need to like make a quick change in tactics in the middle of a fight. But I'm a bit anal, so I kind of prepare like 100% before every fight. And then alternatively, you can go with awareness, which is my personal favorite and also one of my favorite perks in the game, just because I love knowledge. I think in a game like this, knowledge is extremely important. And awareness lets you examine an enemy like we did in the last part, and then it shows you exactly what their HP value it is. So that lets you figure out exactly if you want to take a risk on a shot, knowing that you have a chance to kill, or if you need to be like more careful about it. So we're going to go with awareness, of course, since I just glazed it. So that's going to be our first perk. Otherwise, we have 19 skill points to dole out. I think a little bit of speech is good. I think a little bit of lockpick is good. Again, like I said, it's early game Fallout. Nothing's going to be super out there. I don't think I want to spec much into our unarmed and melee, because we're coming up pretty close on getting our first melee weapon. Not super close, but we'll get there. So let's read that guns and bullets, which will bring us up to 79 small guns from 75. That's not bad. I might just hold on to these again just to see what I can do. Let's bring barter to 25 because it's funny. And should we need repair? Repair doesn't hurt until we get Vic. Is it worth it? Yeah, let's do 25 repair. And otherwise, we're just gonna sit on our last 4 skill points until I guess still it's relevant. But yeah, so that's all good. We're all good with Tor now. We know about our Smiley quest is the other thing we have to do. Can't really do much with these trapper guys right here that are screwing with Tor because we need more evidence. And I'm gonna be completely real with you. I don't know what that evidence is. I haven't really made it this far into the quest before. Maybe it's in their slaughterhouse here. This room smells strongly of wood smoke. Now take your time, man. No rush. A knife and some jerky. Okay, yeah, this is definitely the Dutton's place. What about the fridge? Is there just more jerky in here? Scorpion tail, iguana on a stick. Those iguana on a stick look different. One actually looks like an iguana and one doesn't. Strange. And then we got some cows back there. I don't think whatever we're looking for is in here. If I press the control button to highlight the floor, it doesn't show me anything on the floor. So I guess that's all good in there. What about the bathhouse over here? You. The plump older woman with a large nose. A lot of focus on noses on these characters so far. Weird. Before we go any further, you got to know that the baths are for individuals, not groups. You can make your own arrangements, and then your friends got to do as they please on their own. Okay, who are you? My name's Sally Dunton, but mostly they call me Big Nose Sally. Okay, right. I'm the owner of this here bathhouse. We have a whole house full of special attended baths for you to pick from. Gee, Miss Sally, I just wanted a regular bath. You don't have a bubble bath, do you? If you just want an unattended bath, you might try the Golden Gecko or the Buckner House, but I doubt that you'll find that as enjoyable. Gotcha. A special bath. The special baths that we have available vary in cost by the amount of time that the gal spends with you and any special services that you take advantage of. I get to be with a real live girl. Sign me up. Wahoo! The baths that we have available are a washcloth hand wipe, a brief full body wash, and lastly, the round the world full squeaky clean servicing offered by the beautiful and talented Jenny, recently trained at the finest house in the den. Wow, a lot of options here. Okay, costs. Can I get a discount? Well, no, it wouldn't be fair to discount any of our services. My gals are well worth what they charge. I guess that's fair enough. What do you have available? What does a round-the-world full squeaky clean wash cost? $125? Oh my! I'm sure that your round-the-world trip servicing with beautiful Jenny will be an experience that you'll savor for quite a while. A real bargain at $125. No, I'm good. Can I mix and match? No, I'm good. I'm sorry that we couldn't help you out. Come back later though. Yeah, okay. So there's a lot of prostitution in this game, for lack of better words. That's just how it be. Can we talk to this lady? Attractive but tired young woman. Let's save in case I get killed somehow. Hello there, mister. My name's Jenny. Looking for a good scrub down? Actually, I could use a bit of a rub. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. You dog. I'm looking for information about a trader of before-time stuff. You're interested in traders, huh? Well, I mostly just worked for one trader. Vic was his name. He always had extra money to blow. At least when he worked, he did. See, he specialized in really old stuff. You know, technical thingies. Gotcha. Okay, I know all about that then. Tell me about the trappers. Well, there's not much to tell about the trappers, really. They get a few gecko pelts, or get lucky with a few golden geckos, and then they come in to blow off some steam. Quick and not too demanding, just the way I like them. Sure. Let's say that's interesting. Jenny, have you ever heard of something called a geck? A geck? What's that? Some kind of small gecko, I guess. Sorry, I don't know what else it would be. No, that's fair. I'm asking a prostitute for life advice. Well, it's been nice chatting with you. I better get ready for another customer, though. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Yeah, no, this place is mostly useless, except for Vic knowledge. But also, like, if you come here looking for Vic, I mean, it's like next door, and his name is like big in Comic Sans right there. You can kind of not miss out on it. Yeah, so we've got pretty much everything wrapped up in this side of town, other than the whole Smiley thing. But we're not ready for Smiley yet. We are not properly equipped. So let's head to Trapper Town to the west and see what they got. Oh, this isn't Trapper Town. Okay, so this is the Ghost is what we'll call it. It's a Mr. Handy or Gutsy. It's a robot. It's sustained a great deal of damage, and its surface is covered with dents, scratches, mud, and broken wires, and has 60 health. You guys think we can deal with 60 health? I think Sulik can. Oh god. Give a little kick in the nuts. 3 hit points. All right, Sulik, come do the work for me. Sulik be singing the battle song. Of course. I'm gonna stand here. Oh no. No, not my Sulik. Okay, I don't think I've mentioned it before, but companions can die in this game. So, like, this isn't a Fallout New Vegas thing where you can just be like, oh, your companion's fine, he'll live forever, he'll get knocked out, and he'll get back up. No, that doesn't happen in this game. Your companion can get critical hit, and then it's just, like, over for them. And that's another reason why we're going to be saving, like, all the time, because we don't want our friends to die, because you can't really get them back. That's also another part of why it's going to be so important to equip them well in the long run. Obviously, we can't now. Actually, he's better off than us at the moment, because I'm just kicking a robot. But he's going to need armor. He's going to need better weapons. He's going to need his own stash of stim packs. He's going to need everything he needs as if he's a player of his own. Let's actually take a look at him. How is Sulik doing? 43 out of 83 health. See, that's like half health. He's a lot of health, actually. More than us. But the fact that he's health, I'm not comfortable with that. Because any, like, unlucky critical hit can just bring down that another half. It ain't great. Does not compute. But yeah, we're just smacking a robot. If you're asking why this robot is here, well, I mean, if we pan to the left, yeah, no, that's why there's a robot here. Let's keep that in frame because I just think it's neat. Oh god, Sulik, stand up. See what I said about critical hits? He just got hit for, what, 23 damage? In, like, an unlucky turn? He's 3 health. Okay, yeah, we're gonna need to have Sulik fix himself. But we get 200 XP. That's not bad. Can't loot the robot, though. But that does technically solve the ghost problem, I guess is what we'll call it. Let's go ahead and use a healing powder on our pal, just to give him a little boost. We can also just sit around and wait to heal his health up by opening our Pip-Boy and then just waiting until the party is healed. That'll take a long while though, so we're just gonna give him a little boost as he needs it. Let's see, there's a dead person in a strange type of armor over here. What's going on with you, pal? A yellow reactor keycard, huh? Plot device for later. Completely useless for now, but maybe one day we'll get something out of it. And another charred person that looks like nothing. While we're here, I just want to say, man, vertibirds in classic Fallout, love them. Love how they look. They look so retro futuristic. It's so neat. I feel like Fallout 3 and New Vegas went for like a weird armored transport type look, which I wasn't a big fan of. I think Fallout 4 brought it back with almost like a steampunk kind of look to them. Ain't quite the same. Not quite the same as the OG Fallout 2 version. Anyway, we're in Trapper Town for real this time. Let's see, we got Citizen, Trapper. Do you guys have anything to tell me? This part of town's for us professionals only. I see. So Trapper Town, full clarity, like there's not a lot going on here. I mean, this part of town is pretty much pointless. These are buildings full of rats and stuff, and this is gonna be for later. We actually kind of want to get over to this broken down highwayman over here. Makes you think. So we'll make our way over there eventually. Let's see about this house over here. Anyone in here? Are you a person or are you just an NPC? No, you're not real. Oh my god, everyone's talking to me. Can I steal your things, please? Gecko pelts and healing powder. I think Sulik could use some healing powder. It'll bring down his perception, but at least he'll be, like, better off temporarily. Let's go ahead, do that. We can also just give him healing powder to hold in his inventory, but he might get a little excited and use it all if he gets, like, the slightest bit hurt. So let's try to not give him full agency over his life yet. Generally, I'd say companions are pretty conservative when it comes to using healing items, so there's not much to worry about there. But I'm poor. So, you know, sympathize with me here. Great, no, nothing in that desk. I'm so glad I ran over here. So we're looking for someone that we heard about before. Some guy named Slim, something like that. We know he's around here somewhere. Let's check out all these buildings, see if there's anything we can loot. These people are all just labeled as trappers. Ah, a very tall and lanky trapper. You must be important. Let's make a new save for rats, because we're going to rat mode soon. What's up there? Hello there, friend. Nice of you to visit us all here. My name's Slim Pickett. I talk for Trapper Town. Garden of Eden Creation Kit. Yeah, most character dialogues in the game, especially early on, give you an option to ask about the Gek. Kind of like the water chip in Fallout 1, except a lot more in this game. Like, you're asking everyone. You're asking prostitutes about the Gek. So, it feels a little repetitive, but it totally makes sense for your character to be asking about it. Anyway, hello there, Slim. My name's Grok. What do you call this Trapper Town? Well, this here part of town is where all of us trappers live when we're not out trapping geckos. Only problem about the free digs are the rats to the north side, but we have most of the entrances to that part of the mall barricaded pretty good. Do you ever go to the north side? We blocked off all the entrances to the north side of town except one. I have the key to that entrance, just in case anyone needs to get over there for any reason. I can't figure out why anyone would want to, though. I sure wouldn't. I'd like to get that key from you, actually. You want the key to the north side of Trapper Town? What do you want that for? Well, let's see. We can mention that car on the other side of the fence. Because, I mean, we saw that. I don't know if us looking at it actually brings it up in the dialogue. I can say I'm an explorer, which is... I want to explore every place I can. That's kind of on brand for us. Not us, the character, but us, the player. But let's say we're going to help you with a rat problem. Well, okay, here's the key. Just don't go stirring up too much trouble back there, and make sure you close the door behind you. Thanks. I actually have some questions before I go, because I want to ask you about the cars. We have a whole lot full of cars, all ready for their owners to come back from shopping. Thing is, they never did. Not a dang one of them runs, though. There's a real beauty of a Chrysalis Motors Highwayman just east of here, but I haven't figured out how to get to it yet. A Highwayman? Interesting. Let's ask about rats? Tell me more about the rats. Well, they taste pretty good if you spit roast them with just a titch of herbs, but most of the time they can be a real nuisance, and they're getting worse. We've barricaded the north side of town, but they're sneaking through anyway. There's one door to the north side. Yeah, I got it. I have the key. Anything else? What about trapping geckos? You're interested in trapping, huh? He looks you up and down. I don't think I'd try it if I were you. You might get your hands all dirty and calloused. Anything you want to know about? Wow, man. Ouch. I sure wish I was as skillful a trapper as you are, Slim. I bet you could teach me a lot. Let's glaze him up. I'm always happy to share my skill with others. I can teach you some tricks for only $50. Okay, let's maybe not pay him $50 right now, because technically I think he can teach us how to do this for free. Oh wait, we can also learn from Slim. Actually, you know what? Because we're gonna have to kill some golden geckos later. This probably is worth it. Yes, awesome. Well, that ought to learn you a thing or three about the great out of doors. Hope you can put it to good use. Remember about the scat now, what? Oh, you know what? I think he was checking my outdoorsman skill when he was like, nope, you're not allowed to do that. But anyway, you're right. Old scat doesn't taste near the same as fresh. Thanks, Slim. Now tell me about the geckos. Gotcha. You look like you can handle yourself. Geckos come in two types, regular or golden. The regular ones are easy to trap and hunt, but the golden ones are worth more money. Gotcha. Anyway, we asked them about everything we can. So let's go deal with some rats. Actually, before we do that, let's go ahead and make it morning, because it's kind of like impossible to see at the moment, and our chances of hitting are going to be really low. There we go. Is this the locked door? It is. All right, let's use our brand new key. Lovely. And let's go find all these rats. I've heard about them a lot, but I haven't really seen any rats. I feel like I'm about to get flashbacks to Fallout 1 in all of our rat killing escapades that took about like an hour or two. Oh, lockers. I like lockers. I like taking stuff. Can I have stuff, please? Nothing. Maybe this one is stuff. Boots. Okay, boots. We're gonna need boots. I won't tell you why yet, but we're gonna need them. Some bullets for a gun that we don't have. And more boots. Excellent. I like boots. We're actually gonna give one of those boots to Sulik here. Let's go ahead and pop open his trade console. Hand him some boots. And there you go. He's got boots. That'll protect his feet as well. And let's check this bookcase, see if there's anything here. I doubt it, though. Yeah, there's never anything on bookcases for some reason. Anything in here? I think that's a no. Well, let's go kill some rats. So, they're unfortunately impossible to see because of all the ceiling around here. And the fact that they're also small and gray. But as you can see in our combat menu, quite a few rats. Quite a few. And unfortunately, our Sulik isn't quite with us yet, because he's way over there still. Sometimes companions won't catch up to you as fast as you'd like, so you kind of have to wait around for them to figure out what's going on. Hopefully he picks up his pace soon, Sulik. Thank you, pal. Alright, let's kick some more rats. Where's this one? Around the corner? Excellent. I don't have enough AP for that. Sulik? Oh, shit. Yeah, it's a tough balance of trying to start combat first so you can get the first hit in, and then also trying to close the distance. You usually may not have enough action points to start combat and then get close. Sometimes it's better to let the enemy take aggro first so that you can use your action points more wisely, but then they might end up hitting you. So, you know, basically Fallout 1 combat positioning super important, and also your action points, and also the fact if you have a ranged weapon at all. We don't have any range right now. Well, we do have that pipe rifle, but it sucks, so I'm not using that. It's a waste of ammo. Oh, excellent. No, I missed my roundhouse kick. But thankfully Sulik's here, and Sulik will do excellent. It's smashing these rats with a hammer. He's going full Charlie Kelly mode. Let's see, are there any in this room? Nope, there's just like 10 in the next room though. Sulik, I need you. Get over here, pal. I need you to go, oh god. Whoa. He's looking right at us. Alright, let's start combat. Kick that rat in the behind. I lied, I missed. And get mauled. Sulik, help. Honestly, even if he just takes aggro right now and kind of wipes out the room for himself, that might be better for us. They're not aggro. Dude, the rats are just not aggroing right now. It's so strange. Let's give him a little push. Oh, by the way, this button right here, the push button, was a new feature added in Fallout 2. Because in Fallout 1, you could get blocked by your teammates and then basically soft locked. Like, if it's your teammate, then, oh, it's fine. Just kill your teammate, and that's it. But it could happen with NPCs as well, which just force you to go into wide-scale combat. So, essentially, it sucked. That part of Fallout 1 was not fun. It was basically, oh, you walked into a corner at the wrong time? Well, time to load your save, pal, because this is your life. But no, 2 came in and fixed everything by letting you push your teammates. And sometimes they get pissy about it, which is really stupid because, like, you're the reason I can't move. Whatever, I'm not mad. I'm actually really happy. Because you just killed another rat with a hammer. These are like 25 XP apiece, which I'm pretty sure, yeah, even though we're only level 3, 25 XP is already just nothing at all. Because of the way the cap raises, or your required amount of XP raises every time you need a level. Basically, I think it doubles. I want to say doubles or triples. I don't know. I'm not a mathematician. Don't look at me. I wasn't actually looking at my... I think it's still a 50-50 on my kicks right now, hitting them. And I know that this is my fault for not, like, tagging my unarmed skill. But I'm still going to complain about it because they didn't give me a gun. I think if you tag energy weapons in this game, you should start with a baby-ass laser pistol. Actually, I think that's called the zip gun. And that's, I think that's a thing that's in the game. But, no, of course. Like I said, you don't get guns until Lake Klamath. Which, thankfully, we're coming up to. There's not a ton left. It's basically this rat dungeon right here. And then our little rescue of Smiley. And then we're pretty much done here. Klamath is probably the one, like, Fallout 1-sized location in the game. Every other location has, like, significantly more side content to engage in. Which is, again, I'm not complaining about that. It's great. But it definitely makes it tough to figure out, like, the pacing. So we're making videos for it. Because for Fallout 1, it's like, oh, we got to the hub. We're going to do a hub episode. And then we'll be done. But this game's a little more complicated than that. Anyway, let's go into the rat caves. Now, fun fact about the rat caves, this is only level 1 of the rat caves. There is a lot of rat and a lot of cave going on in here. Let's go ahead and loot up this room right here. Oh, nothing. Love to see it. Anything on the desk? Oh, bullets are good. I won't complain about bullets. Oh god, I didn't even see that. Look. Do you, zoom in, editing me. Where's the rat? He is the ground. He is the same exact color. Even his, like, tail matches the color of the pebbles. Unreal. I hate you, rat. Alright, Sula, get out here. You gotta deal with the rats for me. Now, okay, what we talked about earlier was that whole, like, I really need XP things. It's early game. And now I'm already feeling like I'm about to be hypocritical about that because, like, do I want to fight 50 rats for 25 XP each? Is that worth the hassle? Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, let's head up here because there's no rats. I like locations with no rats because maybe there's loot. Never mind, there's rats up here. I just saw his tail go around the corner. Take a few steps up on you. And miss. Of course, that's what I meant to do. Ow. So what's going to happen as we take damage going through this dungeon is that we are going to have the option to heal with our healing powder or use, like, first aid or just sit and wait. The dilemma with using healing powder, of course, is that that's going to lower our perception and turn this dark cavern of rat punching into a dark cavern of rat punching, but I have a lower chance of hitting them even more, on top of the already low 50% chance. Because right now, every time I attack them, it's a coin flip. It literally is just a coin flip. And there's not much I can do about it. Because I don't feel like speccing into an armed. Sorry, I don't believe in speccing into skills that I'm only going to use, like, very, very temporarily. And then never again. This is a longer game, so maybe at one point in the series I'll get bored and I'll switch to an unarmed build. Because by all means, you're able to do that. Minus the perk aspect. Because you get to level up a lot. You're going to get all skills to 100 pretty handily. And then it really just depends what you want to take to 200. But we are far off that because we're still kicking rats in a cave. Now, up here, we've got our other cave down. I don't see any loot. Unfortunately, when you use the control function to highlight loot on the ground, it doesn't really highlight loot unless you're close to it. So, you know, that's fun. Let's hop on down to the next cave. Are you good, Sulik? How much health do you have? 34, that's plenty. I have 17. That's not plenty, but I'm going to live with it. Oh, sorry, I stepped on a rat again because I can't see shit. Sulik, that's all you, pal. Go get him. I love my friend. I love my friend Sulik. And I love a sledgehammer. Okay, now in this corridor, around here somewhere, we should be able to find a little something that we really, really need. There you are. There's a body right here. And on that body is nothing. Uh-huh. Okay. Maybe this is the wrong body. I think I was thinking of a different body in this cavern. We'll look for that different body. If I'm not mistaken, there should be a body in this cave around here that has a pistol on it. It's a matter of where. I'm afraid I might have screwed something up somehow, because I really thought that was the one. Okay, we have plenty of time. Run away. Sulik, help me. There's rats. Ow, 3 health. Oh, great. Now the pig rats are involved. So pig rats are like rats, but they're stronger and healthier. And they're not fun. Uh-oh. Okay. So, somebody else has gotten involved in this combat here. So I'm going to executive decision pop a healing powder, even though it's probably not a good idea. And I'm going to get closer to my pal Sulik because I need him to save me. Oh, God. The big, scary, fuck-ass rat is approaching. And I think all I can do is run. And let Sulik deal with it. It's okay, Sulik. You're the strong one here. You're the hero of the story. You're the chosen one. I just kicked pig rats in the nose. How much health do you have? 5? Okay, one more kick and he's dead. Assuming I live. Kill! Okay, so this is, King Rat. He's an albino mole rat with an enlarged brain case. He's frothing at the mouse, and he can talk. No reason why he can talk. It's just, that's where we're at. This is the game where animals talk. We'll get to that. We'll get to that in later parts, but just don't be surprised if talking animals becomes a trope. Sulik, are you good? 16 health? There's a chance Sulik dies here. Sulik or King Rat dies. Okay, no, that's good, that's good, that's good. Let's keep kicking the rat. Surely he's lowish by now, right? Maybe not. Sulik, here's some healing powder, buddy. There we go. Okay, he's a little bit healthier now. If we had taken quick pockets, we could open our HP, or our inventory, to bring our HP up with another healing powder, but the trade-off for that is that because we have awareness, we can be like, oh, he's 21 health, Sulik is 19 health, we can just send it on the rat. 3 health. Oh shit, I critically hit it for 5 points. That's big. Yay, we did it! King Rat down. 420 XP, and 300 XP for killing King Rat. Okay, now we gotta figure out where this, where's this pistol? Is it on one of these bodies? Okay, well, first of all, there's a pig rat over there, so I'm gonna make sure that me and Sulik, like, heal up. Sulik, where'd you go? There you are. Let's give you a nice little healing powder, and I'll give myself a nice little healing powder. We're just snorting some unidentified powder from a bag in a cave, because we need a little more strength to fight some rats. All right, come and get me, rat. Nope, okay, there's the aggro. Give a little kick, and let's run away to our big strong man Sulik to save the day. He's the greatest. 13 hit points to the head and killed. Excellent. Alright, now we just gotta deal with the other few rats, and we're good to loot it up. They just don't seem interested in us, is the problem. Rats have, like, a very low, like, aggression factor. Like, they'll see you. Or maybe it's the perception that they lack. Maybe they just aren't seeing you is the problem. I don't know, man. I'm not a rat expert. But the pig rats, alternatively, will see you from a mile away and be like, meat. Kill. Like, for example, here I am right next to a rat, and he only noticed me when I stepped right next to him. So, that's fine. Oh, God. The 50-50 strikes again. Okay, is this the body? No. I swear there's a body with a pistol on it around here. You guys have to trust me. We'll find it. Or we will kill every rat trying. Is it around this corner? Hard to tell what is a lootable skeleton and what's an environmental skeleton. They look very, very similar if you hover over them. I mean, you can obviously tell what's like lootable because you see the hand, but most of the time you're not going to be able to ascertain what's what. Just because it's so dark and brown. This whole game is so brown. Alright, get me away from the rats. Sulik, I need you to save me again. Remember Fallout 1, guys? Is Klamath the Fallout 1, like, nostalgia bait 2 years after the first game had come out? Just to remind you, like, hey, did you like punching rats in caves? Did that do it for you? Well, we got more. Watch out. Okay, let's see. Oh, we got some schloot over here. We got a knife and a Xander root. Interesting. Why is it Xander? I didn't know Xander roots could grow in the dark. I can't find it. I can't find the pixel. There it is. And let's get the knife for some money. I think I made a mistake while speaking. I think shift is the highlight button, not control. But, oh, there it is. It's on the ground. I knew I was right in the wrong way. So let's go ahead and grab our 10mm pistol. We are finally armed. Holy moly. That feels good. Unfortunately, our chances to hit are still going to be terrible. So let's go ahead and pop a few points into small guns. 87's fine, not great, but it's fine. And I can't recall, there might be other little pieces of loot around here, but I don't think there's anything tremendous. Let's go ahead and loot this right here. Excellent. I love when they put a shelf there being like, hey man, welcome to the end of the dungeon. We got some loot for you. And then you use it and then there's nothing. I just think that's neat. Oh, right, of course. And here's the final part of the cavern before we get to leave. Just in case you thought you were done with the rats. No. Silly you. You're not done with rats yet. 85% chance to hit a rat with a bullet. Make it make sense. You'd think that stepping on a rat's easier than shooting it, but this is Fallout. We're doing percentage-based combat. Oh, that's a big... Nothing out of the ordinary? No, that is out of the ordinary. It's a giant rat. Giant pig rat, I guess is what it is. Oh god, he's coming right for me. I did not mean to take a few steps at him. Let's just shoot. Oh, excellent. Critically hit. Oh, he's still alive. My bad. I get a little too used to, like, critically hitting an enemy, seeing them fall over and being like, well, no, that's all good and done. But a big part of critical hits in this game is the knockdown factor and how much that completely ends the combat, essentially. That was 145 XP, by the way. We got to kill more rats. Oh, $20 and a stim pack. Big. Can you look at me? Excellent. All right. Let's try an aim shot. Let's not try an aim shot because we're not quite there yet. Let's give you a nice little 90% chance miss. Welcome to Fallout. Sulik, all you. It feels like Sulik has an obscene amount of action points. By the way, he just ran around that entire world and made it A-okay. I don't know, man. I'm not jealous. Is he okay, by the way? 20 health. He's excellent. You got this, bud. Let's go. Give me another 100 XP. I feel like we're gotta be yeah, we're getting close. We're close to another level. Now, unfortunately, if you didn't pick up on it from the last series, again, I'm sorry for all the callbacks, but gotta, like, be consistent. In Fallout 1 and 2, and I guess Tactics, you get a perk every 3 levels. This is obviously way different from, like, Fallout 3, where you get one every level, and New Vegas, where it's every other level. I think New Vegas strikes a nice balance, by the way, but let's not get too opinionated. And of course, some perks in classic Fallout are much, much more impactful than the rest of the series. Some of them suck, but let's not talk about the imbalance too much. Can't believe I hit that. I have a, like, propensity for taking shots at, like, percentages that just don't make sense to try. I don't know why. 38% chance is never happening, but it just feels good to know that, like, what if I do it? Because then it feels like I'm really talented, even though I'm just a gambler or something. Anyway, any loot down here? Nope. Dead end cave. Excellent. Critically missed and lost his next turn. Great job, Rat. By the way, haven't talked about it. Big fan of the music in Klamath. If I'm not mistaken, this is the... Oh god, what is this? This isn't NCR. This isn't the Khan's music. What is this music track in Fallout 1 called? I'm sure I'll remember as soon as I end the recording, but just throw that out there. The music here rules. 50-50 lost. But I tried, and that's what's important. Even though I do have limited ammo and I shouldn't be wasting bullets. Bang. Okay, that is not a low chance, like, shot. I should have hit that. I'm certain there is something in place that I just don't know about, but I think if an enemy is too close to you, your chance of shooting it is, like, worse. But I like to throw a tantrum. So that's what it is. Here are 2 items. These 2 items are very important, and this teaches you about the other ways of opening doors. Well, I guess the explosives one was already explained in the tutorial, but crowbars are an option. If you have good strength, meaning not what we have, which is 4, you can use a crowbar to open a door by brute forcing it, which is really cool. I love that. I love options. But since we're speccing into lockpicking is going to be our method. So let's see if we can get this open. Failed. I jammed the lock. Lovely. We'll try it one more time. I think this one has a really, really hard chance of actually letting you unlock the door, unfortunately. And I'm guessing that we're about to fail the lock and jam it again. Let's find out. Oh, it's giving us a lot of chances this time. Okay. Yeah, okay. That's fine. So what we're going to do is call back to the tutorial and use a bomb. Let's go ahead and drop it and run away before it kills us. The alternative, like I said, if you have strength, is to use the crowbar that you're just handed. So that's there too. But if you don't pass that strength check and you haven't spec'd an honestly absurd amount of points into lockpicking, then you're not opening that this early on. Here we go. We've made it to the parking lot. Right? Did I not open the door properly? There you go. First day using a door. Oh, we got a Nuka-Cola machine, but we want the car. This is what's important to us. A broken down highwayman. And what can we get from this broken down highwayman? You find a fuel injection system in the back seat. You've gone up a level. Excellent. Let's go ahead and spec a little more into speech, a little more into small guns. I think 95 is a good place to be at right now. I guess we'll just make sure that we never fail a speech check again. And apparently our lockpick needs a little work. So let's just keep boosting our tag special stats, essentially. But yeah, so we got fuel cell regulator. It unfortunately weighs 5 pounds, so we're stuck with this for a while. But we're going to need to hold on to this because this is going to be very useful later. But yeah, that's pretty much the entire reason that we went through like the rest of that dungeon to get to this area. There's nothing else here. And there's actually no way to the rest of Trapper Town. So we have to go back through the caves to, you know, reconnect with society. So I'll meet you when we get out of here. All right, and we are back to Trapper Town. So we made it out of there and we got our little quest done here for all of the rat stuff. We killed the rat god. We refueled the still. We guarded the Brahmin. We do need to rescue Smiley. Unfortunately, Smiley's a bit tough. I don't think we're able to take on rescuing Smiley in our current state. And I think that might be like a post-den adventure, actually. We'll get to it when we get there, but that location is actually extremely tough and also has like some later game implications behind it. So we'll get there when we get there. Does Slim have anything to say about us, about killing the rat god? You're just a regular Pied Piper, ain't you? Thank you. Oh, you know, that reminds me. Do we have, like, good reputation here? We're liked. Liked is good. I like liked. I'd like to be idolized, but I don't think we can do that without, like, finishing every quest. So, we're all done here in Trapper Town. Nothing else to do besides mob some rats for 25 XP. Are you married? Not yet. Don't worry about that too much. There's no foreshadowing at all. So we do have that quest about figuring out who's rustling the Brahmin. I'm afraid I'm not really sure how to go about that. I mean, like, we know, but we don't have any more proof than the Brahmin clause, or sorry, we don't have any more proof than the Rad Scorpion clause. So I'm not really sure where that goes. Because like I said, that's not like normal base game content. This is cut content restored at the restoration patch that we're working with. But anyway, I think that we should try getting that. Where was the leather jacket? Was that the golden gecko that was selling the leather jacket? It is. Okay. So now that we're liked, what does a leather jacket cost? $4.25? That's not like bad, man. So we got combat. Oh shit. I don't want to give away a combat knife. That's actually pretty good. Let's see. Our gecko pelts, our regular knives, our jerky, flares, throwing knives are always good money. Hey! There we go, and he actually owes us money on top of that. Is there anything I want from him? I think so. We're actually gonna take back something to even out the trade a bit. Let me figure that out. There we go. 425, 425. All even, and we got ourselves some armor finally. Right on time from when we got mauled to death by rats. Now we look cool as hell. I'm pretty sure this is actually the like canon chosen one appearance, by the way. Is clad in a leather jacket like Mad Max. So that's pretty dope. Yeah, we've pretty much finished up the bulk of like the quests here for the moment. We do get to have the option, now that we have that skinning skill, we get to fight geckos and skin them for hides. And I think it might not hurt to try to fight this golden gecko down here just to see like can we theoretically, if we tried to fight a golden gecko, how would it go? Just out of curiosity. So let's try sneaking on him a bit right here. That sneaking didn't work at all. Let's give him some space to travel. Come and help me, Sulik. Somehow the regular gecko is aware of our presence, but not the golden one. 25%. Am I better at hitting you? You're further... Whatever. Sulik's just gonna deal with this, isn't he? I kind of want the golden gecko to aggro. I want to figure out how that goes. I am fully aware, by the way, that Sulik is still a bit low health, so, like, that's why I popped the save there earlier. I'm fully prepared to potentially lose, but I'm just curious. Science experiment. Come on, Sulik, you got this. There you go, pal. Let's, where's your gecko skin? I have the perk, don't I? Wait. Slim Pickett scammed me. He didn't teach me how to skin geckos. What did I give him $50 for? I feel scammed. Okay, so full transparency. To skin geckos, I suppose the only way we can do that is if we go and rescue Slim Pickett. Sorry, is if we go rescue Smiley. So, I guess this is still a decent science experiment just to see, like, if we can. So let's see. Can me and Sulik fight a single golden gecko? I probably should have looked at its health, by the way. What is the health in this thing? 45 health? That's a lot, man. That's a lot for a gecko. We're doing some decent damage. And it doesn't seem like it's hitting terribly hard. There we go. Two hit points. Sure, man. I'm pretty sure my damage range is like 5 to something, but I know it is damage resistance and threshold or whatever. I shot Sulik! I gotta run away. He's gonna kill me for the... Okay, when a companion gets low health in this game, they will start running away because he doesn't have any healing items, so it's just me versus the gecko now, and Sulik's gonna run away. Oh, good. 14 health. I gotta hit a crit, basically, or I'm dead. Oh, God. Okay, I think this is it for little old Rock. Oh, okay, we're fine. What if we take an aim shot to your, head? Oh my God, it actually worked. Okay, so we can kill a golden gecko. It's just not easy, and we're both on the struggle bus. So I think that just about tells us where we're at, and that we are not ready to do the Smiley quest quite yet. Do you like kids? I'm not that kind of YouTuber, pal. But yes, anyway, next time, we're gonna go try to find out about the den and learn a little more about that place, and then also hopefully get strong enough to, like, properly wrap up the quests of this area. I'm also gonna try to see if I can learn anything about the rustling the Brahmin thing, because like I said, this is totally new content to me, and, like, not part of the base game. So maybe we'll learn about that a bit. We'll experience the restoration patch content together. It'll be neat. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys coming out again. I hope you're not too bored of the rat punching episode. Trust me, it gets better. There are no rats in the den. I don't think there's any rats in the den. I'm pretty certain there were none the last time I was there. So hopefully the combat should be a little more human, or really just not rat centric, but we'll get there when we get there. Again, I appreciate you guys as always. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.